Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am the Marketing Nomad and my name is Prit. Now for those of you who are new to this channel, I usually give marketing, mindset, and business tips to solopreneurs as well as business owners. Now in this video in particular, this is actually going to be the first of a YouTube video series that I'm starting called the Plan With Me series. Now before we get into what you can expect in this video, I thought I would give you a small introduction of what's happening on my end for my business. So if you're not following me on Instagram, which my account is at the Marketing Nomad, so if you're not following me there, then you may not be aware that I'm actually launching a series of journals, planners, and workbooks for my birthday this year. That's 23/10/23. I actually really like the birth date so much that I thought, why not? I just start something that's very me. And all of these planners, I gotta tell you, they're very, very me. So it basically started off as a way for me to plan my life a little bit better. All throughout my life, I usually struggled with planning. I hated it. I thought it was overwhelming. I never could follow up with any plan. And honestly, I don't think I was planning the way that was suited to my nature, my personality, and the capacity to which I could handle things. I guess I would put it that way. And so it was only after I became an entrepreneur that I started looking into different planning techniques, and I realized there's actually not just one planning technique that we are taught in school, so on and so forth. You actually can come up with your own. And so 4 years ago, I started creating my own little planners for myself. I didn't really share it with anyone. I mean, I would share pictures of it on Instagram just to give ideas for people in case they were struggling with their own planning, so on and so forth. But it wasn't just an intentional sharing of it. You know, it was just, here's what I'm doing, and if it helps you in some way, here you go. And over the years, my style of planning has resonated with a few people, and that actually gave me the confidence to start putting out digital planners on my Etsy shop. This was, I think, 2022, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's been a year since I've started putting out digital planners on my Etsy shop, and I think I have over 30 of them, if I'm not wrong. And so from there, my planners on Etsy were very simple, very clean design, and people seemed to like them as well. And so for me in particular, I don't do very well with digital planners. I struggle with them. I need something to write on. I need like a pen and a paper, and I'm pretty old school that way. And so that's one thing. And then the second is because I don't have like a Filofax or an actual file where I could put, I guess you call it a planner book if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so I didn't have one of those. And so I would just print these sheets out, and then I would lose them, and I'd get frustrated. I never would understand what would happen. I would just do them once, so on. Basically, there's a lot of problems that went on with my planning process. And so I thought, why not I actually create my own physical copies of planners for people who are like me, you know, who are looking for a very simple, clean design planner, journal, or even workbooks where it's heavily focused on strategy and it is intentionally made just for planning and helping you solve very specific productivity related problems. Because with me especially, when I started out, I actually compiled all of my business areas as one, and I would just apply one productivity strategy for all of them. Of course, over time, that was just so overwhelming for me. Honestly, my brain could not wrap around the fact that if I was losing out in one area, it would affect every other aspect of my life as well. And so that's when I came up with the idea that I need to segregate different areas and use different productivity strategies for each of those areas. So that's where the idea came out, and then I started designing it for myself. So I separated out the different areas of my business. I started listing out where I was struggling with, like what was the problem with this aspect. For example, long form YouTube content. Where was I struggling with that? How do I make myself more consistent? How do I solve that particular productivity problem? And then I moved on to another. For example, I would say my clients, managing my clients and managing the audits and the consultations that I have. How do I solve that productivity problem so that I'm not overwhelmed? And so on and so forth. So that's basically what kickstarted this entire series. For me in particular, I have different areas of my business segregated out, and I have productivity techniques that I implement for each of them. And sometimes the same strategy can be used for another, but for the most part, it's very intentionally created. Those strategies are very intentionally created for that particular area, for the potential problems that come up for that particular area. And that is keeping in mind my strengths, my weaknesses, my thought process, what's comfortable for my nature and my personality, so on and so forth. So that is the idea behind the Simple series. These are created so that you can find solutions to specific productivity problems so that you can manage your entire life properly. I really think that it's only when you break it down into sections and you figure out each section by itself that you will be able to figure out the whole thing. So that's basically what this is. Like I said, very simple design, very clean, of course. As we start moving into it, I'll get more into how you can use these planners. But now let me get a little bit into what you can expect with the Plan With Me video series. So the problem is that on Amazon, you actually will not be able to get a look inside for these planners. And for copyright issues, I myself also cannot share images of the inside. So my workaround around this, wow, I don't know where that came from. Okay, my workaround this. No, that doesn't seem right also, does it? My workaround around this. Oh my God, I have no idea. I'm probably gonna Google this after. All right, so the way that I plan to work around this, yeah, that makes more sense, doesn't it? Okay, so this is how it always is. Anyway, so the plan for me to work around this is I start a Plan With Me series where I actually take you along my planning behind the scenes. So I literally talk to you as if you're right here, and yeah, you are right here, okay? We're just gonna assume that for now. So you are here, and I'm just going to be sharing through these videos. I hope that you get an insight, as well as a look and feel of each of the books. Each week we'll take one planner and we'll go through it. I'll actually manually plan it. Now, there are 15 planners that I do have, and I do want to put a disclaimer out here that no, I personally don't use all 15 of them, but for the sake of taking you along and helping you understand what the book is about, the different ways that you can use each book, I will be using that particular planner, one planner for each video, and show you. So it would be more like if I applied this planner for my life, how would it be? And of course, there are some TSS, the Simple Series planners, that I will be using for my life, and you will be able to see that as well. So not all the planners I'm going to be using. I just am going to be using the ones that cater to my life. But at the same time, I want to show you all of them. So I will take you along, like if I were to use this planner, this is how I would have used it. So just wanted to put that out there, okay? And like I said, it's meant to solve specific productivity problems that you are facing. So before you start looking into the simple series, I would honestly, tell you, okay, well, take a pen and a paper, sit down for some time and list out all your productivity related problems. Not just that, I also want you to list your problems, and then I want you to figure out in which area of your life, of your business, does that problem actually show up in. So you might think that you have a time management problem, but the more you dig into it, you realize that, oh, wait, that's only related to some aspect of my business and not me as a whole. And I think it also helps a lot with your mindset, because for a very long time in my life, I thought that I was horrible at planning and time management. But it turned out that one, I needed a process that suited the way I could handle things without feeling overwhelmed. And number two, I was not being productive in certain areas of my life. Not the entirety, just in certain problems. So when you can narrow that down, it makes you feel a lot better that no, I do know how to manage my time. It's just in specific areas of my life, I struggle a little bit with it, right? So yeah, at this moment in time, there are 5 that have come out. There will be 15 coming out on my birthday actually. But as of now, I've got deliveries for these 5, and as and when the other deliveries come, I'll definitely show it to you. So I thought I would go by one just for this video. And then today, for this video, we are actually going to be looking into the 5-day workweek planner, maximize with focused planning. So I'll just get to that in a little bit. Oh my God, okay. I'll just get to that in a little bit. Let me tell you, okay, I know that people see all of these curated videos on the internet, so on and so forth, but let me tell you, the bloopers that happen, it's insane. Anyway, I'm kind of creating a no edit video concept. I don't want to do any edits to this. If there's a blooper, the blooper stays in, so on and so forth. I mean, I'm trying my best to do that because I want you to see authentically, this is how it is. This is me speaking to you, and even when I'm speaking to you in real life, sometimes I'm gonna mess up. Sometimes my words are gonna be, all over the place, and my thoughts are gonna be all over the place, and my words are gonna, I'm gonna fumble with my words, so on and so forth. So I want you to have that experience real time. So as much as possible, I will minimize the editing on this. So it's just my way of making sure that you feel you are as much here as I think you are. Well, at least I think you are. Okay, so let's just let me show you each book. So this is the 5-year memory journal, 1 day at a time. I actually created this because I felt this was very recent. I created it, I think, beginning of October, because I genuinely felt that every single day was passing me by, and I was getting a little bit worried about it. I think it happens when you hit your birthday month and you're a little jittery that time's just flying by and you're not making note of it, or you're forgetting things. So I created this for that. Of course, we will go through it in another video, but I just wanted to show it to you. Then this is the 120-day daily planner, organize, achieve, and repeat. So this is a daily planner. It's got its own structure and it's only for 120 days. I just wanted to show you the thickness. All the planners, except of course the memory journal, because that needs 365. Yeah, I think you can see and of course the memory journal is 6x9. This is the thickness of the memory journal. That's 365 pages, and then this is about, I think it's about 120 plus. I mean, it has to be. Yeah, that's the thickness. So this is the thickness that you can expect from each of the planner, and the size. Most of the planners are A4 or letter, depending on the country that you are in. If you are in India, you will be getting the A4 size, and if you are in the US, you will be getting the letter size. All right, so this one, and that's the thickness. So it's totally, it's not heavy. If I were to show you all 4 that are here, it's not really heavy, and it's simple, and it's not bulky. Yeah, I guess I would say that. So this is the 120-day daily planner. Then this one is my favorite. This is the 24-hour 120-day planner, time blocking and time tracking. Honestly, time blocking and time tracking has absolutely changed my entire life, and I can't wait to do a video on this because this is definitely a planner that I use for my life, for my business. I haven't started it yet because I just got it, but yeah, this is definitely one that I will be using for my own life. Then there's the 7-day planner. It's plan, execute, and excel. And then this actually, there are 2 formats to this. So one is the 5-day workweek planner, maximize with focused planning. And then there's another one, 7-day planner. So this is Monday to Sunday, and this is 5 days. So this we will tackle in another video. But for this video, we are going to move forward with the 5-day workweek planner, maximize with focused planning. Now, before we get into this, let me tell you a little bit of the thought process behind this book. Now, for me in particular, there are some times that I just want to plan for Monday to Friday. I don't want to keep Saturday and Sunday in the picture because it's not part of my plan. I'll give you an example. Like, for example, in the upcoming week, my birthday is next Monday. Today's Saturday, the 14th. Yes, today's October 14th, and my birthday is on 23rd. And that weekend, that Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so that is, I think, the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd, I'm actually not going to be working. I'm going to be out of the office. So I just want to plan for Monday all the way to Friday for the upcoming week. So in a case like that, this is this very specific situation, I'm going to be using the 5-day workweek planner. Okay, it's just focused planning for the work week. Another way that you can use this is if you are a working professional and you want to just plan out your work days, this would be it. Now, if you are a solopreneur and there are things that you only work during the weekdays, like for example, I would also use this book to plan out my Skillshare classes because I work on Skillshare. As in, I don't work for Skillshare, but I work on my classes, my courses for Skillshare only during the week, Mondays through Fridays. So I could use this book for that as well, and I probably will. So those are just a few ideas. This is, sorry, I gotta get used to the camera angle a little bit, but this is the thickness. There are 52 weeks in each planner, especially the ones with weeks. So this one is the thickness. This is how the back looks. It's pretty simple. The Simple series by the Marketing Nomad, and then the Marketing Nomad logo. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? This is the 5-day workweek planner, maximize with focused planning. Let me take you on a tour. So this is what the book looks like. Let me see if it's in camera. Yeah. All right, so this is what it looks like. Okay, we have the week over here. You can say week 1, week 2, so on and so forth. Then you have the range of the dates. Now, each of the planners have a particular structure for them. It's so that if your mind is feeling chaotic, or if you have a wandering mind, or if your brain is just hyperactive, what this actually does, this kind of layout, is it gives you something specific to think about so that you can focus on that, you can get your answer very clearly, and then you can move on to each section, right? So it's basically to help you categorize the thoughts that are running in your mind and give yourself a flow to your planning. All right, so we're gonna go through each of these as I fill it out. So that's the main structure. This is the cover page, and then we have this planner belongs to, and we shall actually start writing. All right. All right, that's my name. And then I usually put a smiley face, so I'm gonna put that as well. Okay, so the first page, you're given a calendar. You can fill it out. I will actually leave this be for now because I don't want to bore you, but you can put in the year and then you can fill it out, and if you have a goal for the year, you can put that in as well. All right. Now there's usually a quote that goes along with the planners. So this one is focus your efforts to soar. It usually matches with whatever is intended for that particular planner. Okay, so focus your efforts to soar. And we are going to get started. Alrighty, so let me just get these pages out a little bit neater. Yep, okay. Now, for me in particular, this week I have 5 days, and whoops, let me just put this in. Yeah, okay, you can see it now. All right, so for me this week in particular, I've got a few deliverables, a few priorities, and I'm only working Monday to Friday, so we are going to plan with me. All right, I usually write like this, so you will have to bear with me a little as I write through the book, okay? So week, if I'm not wrong, hold on, actually, let me get my phone and then I will tell you what is the week. Calendar. Okay, so next week it's gonna be week 42. All right, let's write that. Week 42. And then the dates are, if today's 14th, 15th, 16th. So we have 16, 10, 20, 23. And then I know that it ends on 22nd of October, 2023. All right. Now I'm just gonna go over the basic layout for the 5-day work week planner. All right. So over here at the top, we have the quote for the week. We have a habit tracker. You've got about 6 things that you can track and 5 days, right? Because this is a 5-day tracker. Then because it's important to start the week with top 3 priorities, that's listed over here. Most of the times, especially when it comes to planning, we fail to prioritize and we end up messing up. Sometimes the most important ones don't get tackled and we end up leaving it for too late. And again, it's a lot of overwhelm basically. So if you start out your week with top 3 priorities, it just helps you structure the rest. Then you have your appointments, events, meetings. You have your to-do, brain dump or doodle. You know, you can draw a mind map out for yourself. You can have a to-do list for the remaining things that are pending. So many different things. And for me in particular, I like to brain dump. Like if I have any ideas coming up, I just want to put it in here. That just helps me a little bit. Now, these are your after the week is done, kind of like a reflection part. So what are you grateful for that particular week? What are the success moments? And what is there any room for growth or any area that you felt you could improve? So once you've brain dumped and you've put your entire to-do list, you've listed your top priorities of the week, that's when you shift all of these into your schedule zone. So you put it, Monday, and then you have space to write in those particular dates, and then you schedule it out. All right, Monday I'm gonna do this, Tuesday I'm gonna do this, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so on. And then there's also a section for you to figure out your notes. All right, so now let's get to it. I'm going to start writing and you can follow along with me. Alrighty, so the first part that we do have is the quote for the week. All right, so let me actually take a second and think, what am I struggling with this week? And this is how I personally come up with the quote for the week. If you follow me on Instagram, which is at the Marketing Nomad, you know that I give a quote every single week. And this is actually how I come up with the quote for the week. I think about what I'm struggling with in that previous week. And for me, let's see, this week, I think I'm struggling a little bit with taking time to breathe out. I think I'm I'm finding that my energy has just been all over the place. Like there's a lot of things that have been demanding my attention for the last couple of days, actually the last couple of weeks. And so I'm feeling a little bit drained out, and I also kind of feel that I've not been giving myself enough of my own energy. So I guess what I'm struggling with this week is wanting time and my own energy for myself. So the quote for this week, I guess I would write it as focus your energy back to you. So the reason why there's a quote for the week is so that you can set intentions. So every time I find myself feeling a little bit drained out during this particular week, all I have to do is remember the quote and find myself taking intentional steps to focus my energy back to myself. All right, so that's the quote for the week. Now, habits will take it a little bit later. I need some time to think about it, but I already know my top 3 priorities for the week. So this week, I'm taking Saturday, Sunday off. So ideally, I want to finish my Ask TMN. I want to at least shoot about for the next 2 weeks, and I want to schedule them out. All right, so that I can take time off next week without feeling guilty. I hope you can notice that there's a lot of space for you to write, and I think that's one of the things that I personally like about this. So one of my first priority is Ask TMN. Now my second priority is I have to get one Skillshare class out. All right, I have the topic is set, and I have to shoot it. I have to shoot it, like record the video. I have to edit, and I have to upload. All right, so these 3 are pending, but the topic is already set, and I've outlined it as well. So I just wanted to put that over there. Now my third priority of the week, Ask TMN Skillshare class. Oh yeah, so I actually want to kickstart long form content, as in this is one form of long form content. Okay, it's too many words that are repeating in that sense. Okay, but this is one form of long form video content, but I also want to get back to my podcast episode. Like, as you guys know, I recently published my second book, Self-Loved. And because of that, I had stopped long form podcast content. I was only putting up short form podcast content. So I want to get back to creating 30-minute podcast episodes. So I want to shoot at least, whoops, what happened to this pen? Yep, it's working now. Okay, I want to shoot at least 1 podcast episode. And then if possible, 2, okay, so that I don't feel overwhelmed next week. 1 podcast episode. So over here, I have the topic done. Yes, that is done. I just need to record it. I don't do I want to edit it? Yeah, I have to edit it, yep. And then I will upload it, all right? So these 3 are pending. The topic for the next 2 already set. Now, appointments, events, meetings this week. Let me think. I think I have a client audit. This is on the 18th, and that is at 6:30 p.m. All right, that's the client audit. This is a call, and the call is on Zoom. All right, and then what else do I have? I don't think I have any other appointments this week, just that audit call. Yep, and then anything else I want to remind myself. Yeah, not much. Do I have anything? Oh wait, yeah, I need to. Anything? I feel like I'm missing out something. I feel like I'm forgetting something this week. Appointments. Well, it looks like that's it. So I don't have any appointments other than that client audit call on Zoom on the 18th, 6:30 p.m. Okay. So the habits, all right? We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What do I wish to track this week? So this week, during the weekday, I put up Ask TMNs, right? So I want to track and see if how many Ask TMNs I put up this upcoming week. Now, there's also another segment that I do on Instagram, which is called What's on Your Mind. And I personally want to do at least 3, all right? So I'm going to put What's on My Mind 3. It doesn't matter when I do it during the week, but I want to do at least 3 in that week. So I'm going to put What's on My Mind, 3 of them. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I need to consolidate my expenses this week. Okay. Consolidate expenses. So I can do that any day of the week, that's fine, but I just need to do it. And I think I need to do it twice, so I think I'll just keep that over there. And then I also need to consolidate my income for Q3. Consolidate income for Q3. All right, so I can do it on any one of those days, but I have to do it. It's important. And then what else? What else? What else? Anything else that I need to track in particular this week? No, I think we're all done. This is the most important, and then I need to consolidate my important. So those 2 are important. All right, then we have the to-do, brain dump, and doodle. All right, so Ask TMN, Skillshare class, and 1 podcast episode. These 3 are my top priorities, but I also have other things that I wish to do. So I'm actually going to take a black pen and then draw myself a box. I personally like to put tick marks. Just gives me that sense of satisfaction. All right, so what's on my mind? I want to do 3, right? That's what we said. And then this week, I also have to convert one of the physical planner into a digital planner. So this is going to be this is for Etsy. All right. That's one of my things on agenda. Then, oh yeah, wait, appointments. So expect delivery. Expect D1, delivery 1. I am expecting on the 17th. I am also expecting another delivery that is going to be on the 18th, and I am expecting delivery 3 on the 19th. So these are my pending books. Total 10 from the series. Yeah, I need to keep a watch for them because sometimes the mailman, if you're not attentive, he just walks off. So I gotta make sure that I am alert on these days and expecting these deliveries, and they're a total of 10. There's 1 in the first one, and then 3 in the second, and then remaining in the 4th. Okay, yeah, that was what I was missing. Okay, and then what else? What else? What else do I have to do for this week? Everything's all set. I'm getting the deliveries. Yeah, right, I completely forgot. I have to do a web page for the Simple series, TSS. All right, I gotta create web pages, and just as a like by note of it, I think I want to do one separate page for each. Okay, so that's totally 15. Okay, but this, it's okay if I don't get it done this week, so I'm just gonna put like a flower symbol. If it shifts to next week, I'm okay with that. I'm not too rigid about this, but this is important for me. This is important for me. All right, anything else that I have to do this week? No, it's gonna be pretty much these 3 priorities, and then these would be, and then if I can't do the web page for TSS, I think I wanna make sure that this at least gets done, but this, okay to postpone. Okay, so then we come to these 3 parts, which is your success moments. Now, for example, this week, if I managed to finish the Skillshare class and I uploaded it by the weekend, as in by Friday night, then that would be a success moment for me, and I would put that in there. So whatever it is that you've accomplished in that week, you're gonna put it as your success moment. And the reason why this is so important is because many times we just fly through the weeks without acknowledging our successes, and oftentimes it can feel like we're getting nowhere. So the more you recognize your success moments, the more you take your time to say, hey, that was a success this week, the more you can feel better and feel motivated to keep going on whatever path that you've chosen. All right, then there's the grateful for section. Now, either you can set it in like prior, like for example, if I were to write this today, it would be more of me setting intention, like what do I feel grateful for in this upcoming week? What can I set intentions and learn to practice gratitude toward that? Or you can write it at the end of the week, like for example, something nice happened over the week, and you can put it in as I was grateful for that. Okay, so that's your grateful for section. And then there's also a small section for room for growth. Like for example, if I didn't do 3 what's on my mind, but I did 2, and then maybe the reason for not doing that 1 was because I miscalculated the time investment for what's on my mind. So that would be room for growth, and that would come over here so that I can keep being intentional week by week. Again, it's very easy to, I think, make time and think about what went wrong and how can you correct that. And so the more you can figure it out and catch those things as soon as possible, I think it just becomes easier to align yourself as time goes. All right, so that is this page for you. Now we are actually going to get into the schedule. So I have Ask TMN, I have Skillshare class, I have 1 podcast episode. These are all my priorities, and then I have what's on my mind. I have to convert 1 physical planner, and then I have to do a web page for TSS. All right, that I can't postpone, but I can postpone the other. And the more I'm looking at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the more I'm realizing that, okay, I don't think the second half I'm going to be able to fit. So now, given that these are the top 3 priorities of the week, I want to schedule them out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, and then I want to keep Thursday for either pending work, and I want to keep Thursday, yes, for pending work of the priorities. That's the strategy. Like, I'm just thinking out loud, guys. All right, so I want to keep Thursday for pending work from these main stuff that I've not been able to do. And then Friday, I want to keep time for, the remaining stuff. Okay, for the no priority. All right, so I'm actually going to write that down so that, because there's an actual process and strategy. So this would be priority day. This is priority day Forgot spelling of priority there for a second. Priority day. Now this is backlog day. And then Friday, I want to keep it minor day, all right? Just for other minor stuff that we want to do. All right, now I actually have a slightly different, actually let me take my pen again. So the green pen, all right? So for me, Monday, Tuesday, all of these days, I basically segment it into 3 slots. Okay, so that's morning, afternoon, and evening for me. I'm just gonna put a light. This is just how I segment it because I have different work hours. I have a morning chunk that I have to do, and then, yep. Okay, and then that's it. So I just segment it that way just for myself. And I forgot to tell you guys, but I've actually started book 3, so I want to put that in there. Now, book 3, I want to at least do about, I guess I would say 5 pages this week. Okay, I kind of want to do that. So, all right, now let's start with the scheduling, all right? So as TMN, ideally I want to have 5 for the entire week, so I'm going to schedule that out for the morning. So this is Ask TMN, and I want to be able to shoot, edit 5, all right? So that's going to be my morning routine. That's going to be what I've planned for the morning morning part. And then for the afternoon, well, let me see. I don't want to do another video shoot on that day because video shoots are exhausting, guys. So I'm going to actually plan Skillshare video shoot, like Skillshare class video shoot. I want to make that very clear. Video shoot, I want to do it in the morning, and I want to make sure it comes off there. Then what else? Yeah, I can definitely take some time. Oh, I need to outline the Skillshare class a bit. Okay, so video shoot and edit, I'm pretty sure it's going to extend to the second half as well. And then for the evening, we're going to keep that pending because I don't think I'm going to stretch beyond that. Now, video shoot is going to take the first part of Tuesday morning, but the second part is going to be editing, and I'm pretty sure the editing will go on till evening. So Skillshare class edit. All right, it's going to take the whole time. I'm very sure it takes a long time. Okay. And I am also sure that it's going to continue to Wednesday. But I have my 1 podcast episode, and I generally feel good to take videos in the morning, just that I'm feeling a lot better, like, just mentally, and I've had breakfast and all of those things, a lot of stuff. So 1 podcast episode, and then if possible 2, I'm going to put a question mark over there, and then I want to finish that in the morning half. But I will also have Skillshare class edit pending. I'm very sure of it, so I'm going to put Skillshare class edit. It's going to go on, and then I'm going to spend the evening uploading it, all right, because that also takes some time. All right, so ideally I have my Skillshare class complete, my podcast episode complete. So I finished Ask TMN, and then I have 1 slot over here pending. And because it's a video shoot day, I want to keep something light. So maybe I finish a bit of my book because I think I'll be in that positive mindset. So I want to do book 3. I want to do maybe 2 or 3 pages, depending on what I feel like. So that's going to be my week. So I'm not going to take up book 3 today on Tuesday and Wednesday because I've got Skillshare. That will be my main priority. And then Thursday is my backlog day. So in case I have not been able to finish Skillshare, I'm just going to put pending Skillshare. All right. over here, I just give myself a little bit of breather space. I'm pretty sure I would have done this, but Skillshare, because it's just, you can't predict it, okay? You can't predict how long it's gonna take. At least I can't. I don't know if any other people can, but I can't. And so for me, I just prefer to give myself a little bit of extra space so that I don't panic. And I'm pretty sure I will panic. Now I'm gonna just leave these two remaining for now and think about it, because the 18th is Wednesday. So yep, I have a meeting on Wednesday, right? I have a meeting, so I just want to put that in black. So just remember, there's a audit call, not meeting. It's an audit call. This is at 6:30 p.m. All right, so most likely that's gonna go on for an hour. I might actually not have time to do this. So I'm just gonna put an asterisk behind this. So it might not happen and this might get pushed to Thursday, and that's okay. That's completely okay. Now I'm going to give myself a breather for the afternoon, and I want to finish book 3, the remaining 2 to 3 pages, all right, on Thursday. And I completely forgot 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. Okay, so now we have Friday to do my minor stuff, which we do have. And frankly, I definitely want to finish the web page because that's a priority. It's like, well, sort of, it's the next thing. So web page for TSS, and maybe I can't do 15, but maybe try to do 2 or 3 separate pages, you know? All right, then I also have to do what's on my mind, about 3 of them, right? So I'll try to do it. 3 of them, and then I'll schedule them out for the next week. Okay, ideally I want to do like, this will be one, there'll be one admin. Given that I'm already ready, if I can do a what's on my mind today, on Monday, if I can do, I'm gonna try doing it. And given that I'm already ready for the thing, I'm gonna try to put it, okay? So I've just put it there just in case. So 1, this is actually equal to 2 plus 1. Let me explain that. So 2 will be me trying to schedule it out for next week, and then 1 will be me posting it on Friday. I do want to post 3 this week, so I just realized that I need to also make a little bit of time. So given that I'll be ready for a photo shoot on Tuesday, Monday, and also the podcast episode is going to be a video one. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be ready for camera. So if I can, I'm going to just shoot a quick what's on my mind video as well. So if I manage to do 2, then I gotta do 1 on Friday. But if I manage to do all 3, then I just do 3 on Friday and then I schedule it out. Basically, there's a lot of, yeah, it's gonna keep moving, and you know, I will just probably take a different color pen and then move things around depending on where it is. All right, now in my notes, okay, what do I have to do? Yeah, this will be my consolidate expenses of Q3 and then consolidate income of Q3. All right, then that will be my evening, and that's it. I'm not going to be working Saturday or Sunday and also Monday. So this is what it is. Now for my notes, let me think, is there anything that's pending or... Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking. Didn't we want to do Etsy? Yeah, I didn't even put Etsy anywhere. So we've got this space over here, right? Okay, let me just put Etsy over there. So Etsy, physical planner to digital planner, right? We'll try to do that. Ideally, I wanted to keep that off because of Skillshare, but we've got the whole morning for that, so that's okay. That's okay. All right, so we've kind of got everything on our list covered. I'm just gonna look at it once more. Yep, it's all covered. So this is basically what it is. My notes for it is, I don't really have any notes at the moment. I guess what I would want to say is that the separate web page postpone to the next week. And I'll give myself a deadline. Probably 23rd is Monday, 24th is Tuesday, 25th, 26th. I think I want to finish it by latest 26th. So I'll just give myself, so it has to be done by the 26th. So yeah, this is basically what my entire planning process is going to be like. So Monday, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do whatever it is I've planned for my morning chunk. Then there's an afternoon chunk plan, evening chunk. So this is basically how I would plan my week, and this is actually going to be my plan for next week. Now, one thing is the book is very plain, as you guys can see. It's very, very plain, and it's intentionally so because I definitely am someone who tends to get very distracted with elements everywhere. So I finish my planning, and then if I have some time left over, then I just go in and I do a little bit of design here and there. So I'm actually going to go in and do a little bit of designing just to the top. Yes, it's going to be part of this video. And if you're not really keen on seeing that, that's okay. If you're leaving me here, that's completely fine. But yeah, I'm actually going to try out some few designs for the book, and we'll see how far I get, okay? I'm of course going to talk you through my thought process. I do want to reiterate that I am not an artist, as in I guess I would say I'm not really someone you would consider with respect to handmade artistic abilities. All right, I gotta show you guys this. So this I got Amazon package, and I've just been collecting strips of paper. This one is from my painting. I just cut it into little strips. Yeah, so I've got to do that for more paintings of mine. And then I thought I could use it as some sort of decorative. I don't know how I'm going to use it yet, but I am, and we're going to figure that out. And then I've got these tiny cards. Hold on, I gotta, yeah, sorry, I'm still getting used to the camera angle. So if you have note cards like this, you can just cut it out and then add it in here as a specific thing, to-do list. You can make it a little bit colorful as well. And then I actually got these from a notebook. As you can see, I've already started writing. I mean, I had written something in them. So I have a few colors of them. Then I have it's basically scraps of paper that I'm going to see. Let me get my glue. Yeah. So for this planner, I'm pretty sure the next one, maybe a couple of weeks from now, I am going to plan my entire Skillshare class because I do my Skillshares during the week. So it's okay, it doesn't have to be like week 42, week 43. It's really up to you, okay? It can be some other week as well. Another thing why these are not dated is because I sometimes forget, to fill, and I think it happens to all of us. And when you come back, I don't want anyone feeling bad about the fact that they've missed so many weeks in their planners, so many pages in their planners, which has happened more times to me than I've counted. So when you do come back, or if there are specific purposes that you're using this and you want to come back later for another area just to plan out 5 days of focus planning, maybe there's some project that you have due in 5 days, you can absolutely use this given that they are not dated. Now for me in particular, let me see, I actually want to mark this with a color because I'll do pink, okay? Yeah, the reason is that I'm also going to be, I want to have different categories for this. So I'm just gonna put that in there. Let me just put it back. I have different categories for this particular book. So I want to just, so pink will be me planning out the entire week. And then let me just, I'm going to put it at the corner of the page. That's just a notification. It's just an identification for me. So if I do Skillshare, like Skillshare planning on that particular page, I'm going to, yep. Yeah, if I do Skillshare planning, I'm going to put a green one. It's just for my identification. Okay? And then let's see what I can do. I feel like I want to use these because I painted them with so much interest. So let's see how, but maybe not for these, I guess. I guess it wouldn't make sense to, oh, that actually looks nice, doesn't it? That actually does look nice, just as a, yeah, it actually looks nice. Okay, we're gonna put that in. Yeah, I wouldn't say I have, you know, what people call our handmade artistic abilities. I am creative, but it just doesn't, it translates digitally, I guess, like through these planners and like cover designs for my book and stuff, but no, not really. Oh, that looks nice. I don't know why it's not sticking right this minute when the camera is shooting. Of course, it's not working. Okay, yeah, okay, it's sticking. It's just giving up on me. Okay, that's okay. But I also want to put one, no, this is a bit too big, hold on. Are you able to see? Yeah, okay, wait, let me take this one. This one, okay, and then I'm gonna put it over here. So it's kind of like, yeah, kind of a continuation of that. Let's add some glue. Oh wait, I want to do it to the edge. I think that looks nicer. Yep. I mean, I think it looks nice, guys. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not, like I keep saying, I'm not an artist. Like a not handmade artist, I guess I would say. So this is just me doing the best I can. There's a little bit of marking over here. Let me try to use some markers. Okay, this, I think gray would look nice. So these are markers that I have, I got from my calligraphy, and yeah, I like them actually. This is from Agile. Okay, it's a young artist calligraphy pen. They're quite nice. I like them personally, and I think gray would look nice with this. So we're just gonna. Okay, and then I'm going to take that looks kind of cute. Is this in the frame? Oh, that's not in the frame. Okay, hold on, let me bring that up for you. Okay. Yep, that looks nice. Okay, and then, yep, is there something else that I can do? That's actually very cute. It looks very cute, and I'm just hoping this sticks. I have no idea why it's not sticking. Hold on, let me. Oh, now it's sticking. Did you see what I did? I tried to pull it out and then I was like, nope, I'm feeling stuck today. Okay, I kind of feel this is a little bit empty. Okay, and since we're going with this gray theme, let's do something over there. It looks nice. I actually love how this looks. Like, it's just very simple and it's like perfect for what I would like my design. I'm not sure if I wanted, I mean, I think it would be nice if we did something over here, but I'm okay with how it looks. Okay, wait, we can maybe do like a side design, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay. And then we have this over here, so I'm not gonna do that. There. Do we want, yeah, opposite side, right? So 1, whoops. 2, okay. And then I'm just gonna draw dots. Can you see? Wait. Yeah, so either, you know, you can do simple designs like this, or you can use stickers, washi tapes, whatever suits you, you know, whatever makes you feel comfortable. For me, before planning, if I do any artwork, it kind of makes me feel a bit like if the page is too ramped up while I'm planning, I tend to get a bit overwhelmed. But after it's planned and all of that, I don't mind the design on it. So I generally do the designing after I've started filling in. And even if I do design, it's like minimal. I don't do much of it. So yeah, this is the final look of the book. Hold on, let me actually show it to you. Yeah, this is how it looks. This is me planning for the next week, 5 days. So yeah, all right. And of course, I'm gonna come back in by the end of the week and then fill these out. Yeah, this is your video for today, 5-day workweek planner, maximize with focused planning. Now, for those of you who've come all the way here, thank you so much. And it's going to be such a blast shooting this series with you. Of course, I'm gonna just imagine that you're here in front of me. But other than that, you know, I'm quite excited for this series. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. I'll be sharing more of my planners and how you can do them, a little bit of productivity tips. Like for example, in this video, I kind of told you how I split my day into 3. I found that it helps me because I have specific chunks like, okay, I want to do this in the morning, I want to do this in the afternoon, I want to do this in the evening. And especially for me, given that I rely very heavily on my creative energy, I have specific levels of creativity for different parts of the day. So for me, it's like, okay, in the mornings I do my video shoots because I have my maximum creative energy right there. And even just my own physical energy is more in the morning. And then in the afternoon, it's a little bit slow, but I still have my creative energy. And then in the evening, I'm already exhausted. I just want to, you know, do things that make me excited. Like for example, my book. I would have the creative energy to do my book, but I probably would not be able to do something that is very monotonous in the evening, and I would prefer doing that in the afternoon. So that's why you have your edits in the afternoon, so on and so forth. So it's about understanding who you are as a person and understanding your energy levels, understanding what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and then distribute it according to that particular time in the day. So this is what has worked for me a lot, and I hope that this star was annoying me. It didn't come out very well, so let me just go in there quick and fix it. Yeah, it looks cute now. Okay, so yeah, this is what planning looks like with me, and it's taken us about an hour, which is, yeah, it's pretty much how long planning takes for a week. So don't be too overwhelmed. This is how it is for everyone, you know, and take it slow, take it easy, break it down as you go through the workbook. And this is available on Amazon. It's going to be available on the 23rd of October. So if you're watching this after that, it's definitely available for you on Amazon. All you have to do is either type in the simple series by the Marketing Nomad, or you can type in 5-day workweek planner, or the link will be in the description box below and you can click it as well. Alrighty guys, this is where I will leave you. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye-bye.